68 marriage licenses were issued at Milwaukee County Courthouse on June 6, 2014. All of the couples obtaining them got married on the spot. The right to marry was a long time coming, and they didn't want to wait another second. First in line was Matt Schreck and Jose Fernando Gutierrez. The chief judge of the district court waited outside the county clerk's office hoping to marry the couple, but the couple's pastor did the honors. The rush for licenses continued through the night with a crush of media there to capture every moment. In 1971, at the exact same courthouse, Donna Burkett and Manonia Evans were met with a crush of media as well. They were making a big thing out of it, Donna said. I just thought it was what you do when you love someone. The couple had attempted to file a marriage license. The law should protect us and help us the way it does any two straight people who love each other and want to live together, Donna explained to the press. That's our civil right. That's what this is all about. The county clerk disagreed and refused their application. Donna and Manonia filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court, and the case was assigned to Judge John Reynolds. Donna remembered him being the most liberal, relaxed judge in the state and speculated that he might have decided to make us legal. But he wasn't given the chance. Judge Reynolds had to throw out the case because no one showed up to the hearing. Donna and Manonia had never been notified of the court date. Their case had been sabotaged. To say that they were ahead of the times is an understatement. In fact, the next time LGBTQ Milwaukeeans made such a case for equality was 35 years later. But it wasn't even for marriage equality. Same-sex couples were in the terrible position of having to convince voters to vote against an amendment that would take away rights they didn't have. Confusing, right? The so-called Marriage Protection Amendment amended our state constitution to invalidate same-sex marriages or any substantially similar legal status. But a sea change was underway. A federal judge would overturn the amendment 8 years later, and a year after that, the United States Supreme Court nullified it. In the case of Obergefell versus Hodges, the Supreme Court agreed with what Donna had said all those years ago, that same-sex couples have the fundamental right to marry. Marriage bans violate the 14th Amendment's due process and equal protection clauses. But, as we all know, marriage is so much more than the legal rights it affords, which is why Donna and Manonia and millions of other couples still had weddings, though they couldn't legally marry. In the words of Manonia Evans on the day she wed Donna Burkett in 1971, "You cannot stop love."